All right, guys, this is it. Round 6. Not it. Could be. But Mimic leads 3-2 in this best of 7. So if Mimic wins their alien round here, they do it, and they are the Horizon Bracket Grand Champions. Singularity starting as Marines here up in Atrium. And let's see what Mimic does. Are they going to go for a rush? Doesn't look like it.
It could be a delayed rush. You know, it could be anything.
Could be anything right now. Oh, Panel comes right through. Oh, no, they're stopping right here. I mean, maybe if they clean up these Marines, then they'll just take it to the base. But I don't know. No, I think the window's closed. Crag Hive opening for Mimic.
Remember what Uncle Wasabi always says. If you at first don't succeed, base rush.
Terran Silent here in Summit, currently in Cookie. Cookie getting stomped on there by Silent. Currently take... Oh, nice job. Nice cleanup there. Taking down Silent and Terran. In Crevice, we see an expansion here by Mimic into Ventilation.
Aliens kind of taking their time to spread infestation. You can see some whip action going on here at Ventilation. No infestation spread to Computer Lab yet. And it looks like the Marines are moving into Flight Control and Data Core.
And it looks like we got Tap and Terran around the corner here as they're trying to build up this extractor. They're going to actually leave that not built, move back a bit. Their Crevice RT is being harassed. So is the one in Reactor Core.
I love all the entries into the raffle right now.
There is no raffle right now.
Okay, so 2 Marines making their way into Ventilation.
2,000 people in the room. Good job.
A lot of whip smack going on right there. Both those Marines hurt pretty bad, but they're going to be able to put a lot of damage into this RT.
Oh, man. Silent and Griff here in Atrium.
Oh, no. Oh,
on the IP. They may get the down. Connie jumps out too late.
The mines are down.
The IP is down.
Over the mines. Oh, they save it. 50 res in the bank. It's going to allow them to drop an IP right again. I would go for 2. There we go, Kane. Okay, Kane is putting down both. I just don't think it's really anywhere nearby, so the Marines are still in this thing.
Sally and currently moving into Crossroads. That was really close there. I'm sure that made Kane really sweat. Yeah, it's like, oh crap. All right, currently in Sally, again, building up in Crossroads. We got Terran and Griff working on the Flight Control RT, taking that down. Singularity down to 1. It's not looking good for them right now. 2 minutes and 45 seconds into this game. They just got back up to 2. Resources 60-42. Team kills 9-5. So Singularity up a little bit.
Power going down in Flight Control. Pressure in Crossroads. You know, the Marines are kind of on their back foot res-wise. The aliens haven't had any significant pressure to their own res. They've expanded over here to Data Core and trying to grab Computer Lab. Sally desperately trying to take these skulks down here before he gets cleaned up.
Come on, Sally. Oh. All right, so a clean up there. Silent and Pennell now here in Reactor Core. Sharp is the only one here. He's backing off. Singularity is at 3 extractors, and it looks like the one here in Reactor Core is going to be under fire. We got 2 Marines that expanded into Flight Control on the west side of the map while this fight in Reactor Core is happening.
Sounds like a lot of mines being placed all around the Atrium area. But, you know, right now Mimic is putting all the right kind of pressure on the Marine res. And the Marines are desperately trying to take down Computer Lab as Cowboy and Cookie are down here. Satyr and Griff kind of on the back foot here, trying to find the right time to engage. Medpac's coming down just at the right time to support these Marines, and they take out both skulks.
And just so you guys know that are unaware, the Marine Commander can drop support on his Marines on the field in the form of med packs, ammo packs, catalyst packs when they're researched. Cowboy and Cookie now cleaning up Comp Lab right now. On the other side, in Data Core, Sharp now up against the Data Core extractor, trying to snipe that down. Singularity trying to get back onto this field, into this game. We have 2 lurks on the field, Pennell and Silent Homicide.
Aliens are just being really good at keeping the pressure on the res, saving the data core res node, although it's very low, clearing out Crossroads, again, keeping the power out. And now they just, need to continue their pressure. Someone needs to call out that, they got the res node and reactor core down to 48% so that one Skulk can just move in there and chip on that. You got Sharp making his way over to data core, but a lot of action happening over in flight control with the double lurks.
Double lurks moving in, trying to take a couple bites, but Cookie and Cowboy end up holding it. On the other side of the map, we got Sally and Sharp in Glass Hallway. Sharp moves alone into data core, takes down Griff as he goes right on in and starts blowing up Sis.
And Sharp will realize pretty quick that they can finish off that Harvester down, and the Crag made its way all the way back from base and doesn't even get there in time. You can see it right now. I'm coming!
Yeah. Don't die yet! Sharp now holding data core as his own. This is Sharp's house. Nope, never mind. Tap decided to say no, actually.
Repossessed.
In flight control, Cookie now up against Silent Homicide. Silent takes a dive at him. And he's going to be backed up by a bunch of other Mimic aliens and gets cleaned up out of there. So Singularity looking like they had some good momentum. They have 4 extractors out on the field versus Mimic, who only has 2, but 2 growing right now. I don't think they've actually lost any. No, they've lost 2 versus 5 for Singularity.
They're in a tough spot, though, because they just now, at 6.5 minutes, finished their arms lab. They're going to get Armor 1 or Weapons 1 here in just a moment. They are very behind in their own tech, whereas the aliens have only lost 2 harvesters, but stayed above 2 the whole time. So they've never been in a horrible situation, a little bit of a slowdown, but nothing that they haven't been able to rebuild quickly.
Cookie and Currently and Sally all moving here into Crossroads. This is a good move, trying to reestablish here. They got Weapons 1 just coming out. And again, I mean, I agree with you. They're way behind in tech. I mean, look at this. In the next few minutes, you got Tap at 36, you got Terran at 36, and Griff.
Pressure and start. I like that. And sorry to cut you off, but that's a good play. Come in, chip a little bit off of it, force them to, the commander to get out of the chair, something.
Well, they can't get back quickly either. I mean, if a beacon actually happened, which actually...
And right now the Marines
actually don't have an observatory.
No, they haven't had the money. Yeah. I mean, to drop both those IPs when they did, they had a lot of money in the bank, but it dropped them really low. Then they had to reestablish res throughout the map because they got pulled back. And they're in a tough situation right now because they're up to 2 extractors again with that Crossroads going up. Sally out here in... oh, and look at this. 3 skulks.
Oh, no!
Oh, and he pulls the Drifter back, but now both lurks in here. And I think they've got to go for it. I mean, I think
they got to commit.
With the mucus, it's like, use these guys. The commander's out of the chair. You got another 20 seconds before someone spawns in. I think they could have committed to that just a little bit more.
That was a good trade-off, though. I mean, they only lost Skulks in that. The lurks got out of there. Base almost unfazed. And Singularity lost an IP in that whole engagement, which they just cannot afford to lose right now. And their little offensive there in sub-access gets cleaned up quite easily, allowing Mimic to expand into data core and into flight. This is not looking good for Singularity to try to come back from this. They're gonna need to start taking down these higher life forms to give them that breather that they need to get back into this game.
Yeah, right now you've got the Lurk working on the RT here in Crossroads. Love to see some Skulk action out here trying to take these down, but it looks like we've got double Fades and Tap and Griff making their way into Crossroads and Glass Hallway. And these Marines with no armor are going to suffer poorly at the sights of these Fades.
Yeah. Sally and Cowboy now. Look at this. Look at Griff coming in with that Fade. I mean, he's just going to need to do a couple swipes, and these guys are going to have no armor on these guys. Look how fast. Goodbye.
Oh, and it's just, you can kind of see the writing on the wall at this point with how much pressure they're putting on there. And Mimic is playing a step above right now because they know This is it. This is their chance.
They need to play this well.
It.
Yeah. They need to play this well. Now and currently getting cleaned up here in Crossroads. Again, shotguns have, the research has started for shotguns. Griff may die. Oh my goodness. Less than 10%. Then he gets hit with mucous membrane from that drifter.
Red Dog, I think, where we made that call that, maybe they should have been a little more aggressive up in Atrium. Looking back and realizing that they're this close to winning the game, it probably was the right call as we see Silent go down and Mr. Pendle go down by the shotgun right there, that it may have been the right call to play a little bit more conservative, own a little bit more of the map, really secure yourself to get those fades out, and then start playing a little more aggressive. You could see him getting aggressive with the lurks there as they went down.
So with the double lurk that went down at the same time here on basically on the north end of Crevice, Singularity can pull out some lucky shots and take out, a fade. They may be able to kind of push this back to buy them the time that they need to tech up. Armor 1 now has started for Singularity. But Mimic is on 5 harvesters with 1 building, and again, we always say it. This is an economy game. This is whoever has cash is king in everything.
Cash,
real life king. And video games.
Yeah. Oh, wait for the man to find a way to put us down in our saving grace of video games. Damn the man.
I mean, there you go. Sharp, Cowboy, and Cookie here in Crossroads. Trying to work on this this harvester there. They do take it out.
This is your chance to hit Marine Start though. The obs is just ghosted.
There they go.
And they're all in here. They've got mucus, not enzyme. They get rid of the obs. They can power build one in Crossroads and beacon back. Instead, it looks like they're going for the relocate. Currently spawns in. Commander out of the chair. And it looks like they're actually going to win this engagement.
There they go, and they gotta work. Yeah, they're gonna go on that. There's the drifter putting mucous membrane all over the place. 2 drifters in here, and there's the IP. And sadly, there goes Atrium, and they did relocate down here to Crossroads. You gotta give it to Singularity.
No power.
Really
well, I mean, I guess
trying.
there is power. The lights just haven't come back on yet. 82% power, and they're going to start working on the power, bouncing around. I mean, with no arms lab.
Yeah, they have no upgrades.
I mean, this is a fantastic pressure position to be in.
Singularity's just making a last stand right now. This is the finals, and they're like, you know what? We're not going to GG this. Oh,
unfortunately, though, it opens up Atrium as a potential place for a hive. They've got enough to drop a 3rd hive right now. They're putting enough pressure in Crossroads that they really can't get the arms lab up. But they're pushing out. They're trying to apply pressure.
Well, there goes Griff or Tap, whoever that was, here in that fight in Computer Lab. We're also seeing that currently is taking on Silent and Terran here in Crevice. These 2 skulks take him down quite nicely. And 3 Marines here in Comp Lab. Mimic is just going to have to all get together. Terran is at 63, I might add, personal res, so he has enough money to go Onos. If they could just take out all pack play and just take out that spawner, or that IP, then this game is definitely over. I mean, one can argue that Mimic is going to win this game. They may be our champions. I'm not going to call it.
Said that.
I'm not going to call it because I've
in the most
been
epic
wrong
85-minute match of NS2 history.
I know. It could happen. I've seen it. I've seen some crazy turnarounds.
In the hands of decent shots could do a lot of damage. The fact that they haven't spread up into Atrium, I mean, there's a little bit of infestation growing up there now, but no hive, no RT going yet. They're still kind of building stuff around the map. They're in a position, except with the Onos now. I mean, they are in a position to do some damage if they can pinch all these high life forms right now. With one guy at base.
With one dude. I don't think that's going to happen, and they are swarming. There's the GG, and there you have it, guys. Mimic takes Singularity out in the NS2WC Horizon Bracket Finals. Mimic is your winner.
Congratulations to Mimic, but you know, huge shout out to Singularity. That Marine game was so close. So close. And you know, they're going to go back and watch that.